You ever wonder why some real estate syndicators promise double-digit returns when the market barely blinks? We're about to pull back the curtain on the math that separates legitimate operators from those inflating their numbers like a balloon at a kid's birthday party. Right now, thousands of investors are pouring money into syndications without understanding the one calculation that reveals everything. The returns look fantastic on paper, but beneath those glossy projections lies a mathematical reality that most sponsors hope you'll never discover. Here's the catalyst. When interest rates climbed from 3% to 7%, practically overnight, the easy money era ended, and suddenly those promised returns started looking suspiciously generous. Real estate fundamentals haven't changed that dramatically, yet some syndicators are still pitching the same aggressive numbers they advertised back in 2021. Think of it this way. If someone promises you a 15% annual return when similar properties are yielding 8%, they're either financial wizards or they're using creative accounting. The delta between market reality and projected returns is your first red flag, and that gap has widened considerably as cap rates compressed and debt costs exploded. The math is deceptively simple. Take the property's net operating income, divide it by the total project cost, including acquisition and renovations, and compare that to what they're promising you. If their projected returns exceed this fundamental yield by more than 3 to 4 percentage points annually, someone's either assuming aggressive appreciation or they're banking on a refinance that may never materialize. Remember when everyone thought cap rates would compress forever and appreciation was guaranteed? Those days of 7% annual appreciation baked into every pro forma are gone, replaced by a market where holding costs have doubled and exit strategies have evaporated like morning dew. The psychological toll is real. Investors who believed in those aggressive projections are now facing capital calls, delayed distributions, or worse, complete write-offs. One prominent syndicator recently told his investors that their equity had been temporarily impaired, which is Wall Street speak for, your money's gone, but we're too polite to say it directly. Yet hope persists because real estate fundamentals remain strong in many markets, and not every syndicator is playing games with the numbers. The distinction lies in understanding that legitimate operators build in conservative assumptions, stress test their models, and communicate the downside scenarios with the same enthusiasm they pitch the upside. History teaches us that real estate moves in cycles, and the current dislocation between debt costs and property values has happened before during the savings and loan crisis and again in 2008. Each time felt unique. Each time people swore it's different now, and each time the market eventually corrected, but not before separating the prudent from the reckless. I missed the early syndication boom because the returns seemed too good, and watching from the sidelines as others celebrated their distributions taught me that sometimes the best investment is the one you don't make. The humble truth is that extraordinary returns require extraordinary risk, and most syndicators don't adequately disclose which side of that equation they're emphasizing. Real estate typically follows predictable patterns: acquisition, stabilization, refinance, or sale, with returns driven by operational improvements and market timing rather than financial engineering. The community of experienced investors will tell you that consistent 8 to 12% returns with proper risk management beat promised 18% returns that never materialize. Here's the misconception. Many believe that leverage automatically multiplies returns without multiplying risk. But the math works both ways, and a small decrease in property value can wipe out all your equity when you're levered at 75%. Understanding the loan-to-value ratio and debt service coverage ratio tells you more about downside protection than any hockey stick projection ever will. The historical lesson is clear. Focus on the operator's track record through full market cycles, not just their returns during the boom years. Risk management matters more than return optimization. And proper position sizing means never investing more than 5 to 10% of your portfolio in any single syndication, regardless of how compelling the pitch sounds. Your strategy should be unemotional. Run the basic math yourself, verify the assumptions against current market data, and walk away if the numbers require perfect execution and favorable conditions. Discipline means accepting that boring 7 to 9% returns with downside protection beat exciting 15% projections that depend on everything going right. process beats prediction every single time. So develop a checklist that includes verification of the sponsor's actual track record, independent third-party valuations, and realistic exit assumptions based on current market conditions. Patience rewards the investor who waits for the right deal rather than chasing the highest advertised return. And conviction should be calibrated to the quality of the opportunity, not the charisma of the presenter. In the end, investing is about managing risk more than maximizing returns. And real estate syndications are no different despite what the pitch decks suggest. I'm comfortable whether these deals perform or not because I've sized my positions appropriately, verified the math independently, and accepted that some investments won't work out no matter how thorough your analysis. The philosophical truth is that wealth compounds through consistency and discipline, not through swinging for the fences on every deal that crosses your desk. If you're looking to find legitimate investment properties with transparent operators, check out www.growthsense.com, where investors can discover and list real estate opportunities.